Welcome back, guys. So previously we did the backend. We handled the backend controllers. We were taught how to do the we were taught best practice on setting the files for the backend folder and everything. So if you're just coming here and you're just jumping into this video, we want to see how it functions. You can check the previous video for the backend. Alright? Okay, let's jump right to the front end part. Let's run our backend first and see it's running. Okay, let's just navigate to our to do npm run. Alright, okay, it's just a simple Vite and React app. I showed how we could get this, how we did this installation in a previous video, so you can also watch it. Okay, let's just get back to the code and click on this to split the screen. You cd back, you cd to backend. Okay, then npm run dev, so that we'll see that our MongoDB is connecting. That's a very good thing. Waiting for it to connect any minute from now. Okay, MongoDB connected successfully. That's very good. Okay, so our backend is done. So we'll close all this. Close all. In this place, we will need we're going to need, first and foremost, let's delete this add CSS. We don't need this. You can just delete it. You don't need it. Go to the index.js, index.css. You don't need it. This app here, Control A, then click on press ROFACE and click enter. If you want to be able to get this boilerplate, you just have to get this extension. Okay, this extension here, SC7 React Redux snippet, this extension. Then you can be able to just type ROFACE and this will come up. Yet, alright, so the next thing for us to do is let's check our package.json if we have what we need installed. No, we don't. So we'll need Axios so that we can be able to communicate to the server. Well, first and foremost, this is how your app is going to look like. It's going to look this blank. Okay, then we need Axios and we need Tailwind for our styling. So let's go over here. Tailwind Vite. Tailwind Vite. You copy this. Go here. Stop your application. Then Control V and Axios. Right? Okay, it's taking more time than expected. Okay, it has been installed. Installation has been successful. So just come back here, scroll down. You see this is going to be vite.config.ts. So you copy this, go to your vite.config.ts, then you paste it here. Alright, then you go back and you see this Tailwind CSS, open and close brackets. You paste it here. So you know you have initialized, you have added the Tailwind CSS. Then you go to this your index.css. That's the last CSS, so you can add it in the index.css. Copy this and paste it here, then save. Okay, now you can run. Then you just do npm run dev. Alright, okay, so we are good to go. Alright, npm run dev, we are good to go. So let's test that. Let's test it by adding class name and calling it like this is working. Text for Excel. Text for Excel. Let's add it color red. Just for testing to see that the tailwind is working. The tailwind has been initialized. Let's do it text red 500. Okay. Alright, so that means it has initialized. Okay, so it's tailwind is working. Let's remove this. It's working. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to add our Axios.js file where we import our backend, all these things we have done. And check the previous video. We'll use the timestamps to just go back. So this file become your Axios.js. Alright. We don't need to put it inside this place. Let's put it outside. Welcome to the new file Axios.js. Right? Then here you import Axios from Axios. Yes. Then you're going to const Axios instance. You're going to const Axios instance. That is like just calling it the name, right? Okay. So it's going to be Axios. Anything name you want to do, but just this is naming convention. Axios instance. If it goes to Axios dot create, then open and close brackets. Enter. Your base URL is going to be http. You know now. Column. That's empty. This thing here. So just copy this. Interview it, then you do /API. Why are we using /API here? It's because of in the index.js, when you name the route, you did /API, right? And /API /to do. But we can just call it, if you have many routes, and all of them have many routes. Let me say you have routes like this API, and let me say user. Let me say you have this. You know, you cannot just you will not want to create, you won't want to create /API /to do, right? Then now come and start putting base URL again, or come and start putting base URL again, and now start putting /user. That's bad practice. That's not good. That's very bad. So what you're going to do here, what you're going to use here, is just going to be /API, right? /API. Then when we're importing the route from the backend, we are just going to add a to do to them, to the requests. So let's go to, let's save this. Let's go to here. We're going to add credentials true. With credentials, so let's do it. With credentials, we're not passing any cookies, but just to be on the safer side. Just to be on the safer side. Okay. Alright, so okay, so now we want to import. Sorry about that. So now we want to import want to be able to export CRUD operation for the to do. That's what we're going to do here. So it's going to be export const create to do is equals to a sync. We're going to pass in the data because you are going to create something now, so you have to have a data. Then you're going to have a try and catch block. Sorry, our try and catch block. Then you're going to say const response. Const response is equals to await Axios instance dot post because of the route. Let me show you what I mean. The route now it's create to do is going to is post request. You get this is a post request for create to do. So you go to your Axios post, open the slash, go to your index.js. After this API is a to do here. This is the next route. So you copy this and paste it here. That this is API. That this Axios instance is already given this base URL, so you don't have to put it. You don't have to put http/localhost/5000/API in here again. So this Axios instance dot post slash this to do. That's the next route after this API in the index.js. You get. Then you click on here and put another slash. Then come back to your route. Your route now has create to do. That's how you get the create to do. That's how you can make requests to the create to do place. Create to do route. Okay, so come back here slash create to do. Okay, comma. Then you put your data. You are going to pass the data. Then you come under here and you say return response dot data and so just console.log error creating to do error don't show error. So we're done with the create to do function here. So next thing we want to do is going to be export const get to do get all to do's is going to be equals to async in bracket of alright, so it's going to be this. Then you're going to have try catch. This try catch now we are going to let's reduce this. This try catch now we are going to say const response is equals to await with Axios. Just follow the same thing, but you are getting to do so. You have to await Axios dot get, right? You get it? Axios dot get bracket of slash. Remember, the first route is what to do's to do. Okay, then slash go to your route.js to do. Then this one, paste it here. All right. So you're not passing any data. So, but you're getting all the data. That's why you did the find. You understand? Well, that's return response dot data. Okay, then you just copy this one and just change it. So it's going to be error creating, error fetching into user you throw error. So the next thing I'm going to do here is let's work on the export to do. Export const. Sorry. First, I remember something now. In the backend, for the controllers, we did something on the updates, which we have to correct. This updates, we have to correct something in this update in the backend. So this update is supposed to take the title, comma, is completed. That's this modal here. So this modal here also is going to take this, so it can be complete. Then this title now, and it's going to be comma is completed. So if you are just watching this video, I would advise you watch the backend, how the backend is made, so that you understand and you will not be lost. I hope you understand. Okay, thank you very much. I don't be offended. Alright. Okay, so let's get back to our Axios.js. So we want to do the export for the so it's going to be export const update to do is equals to async in bracket of okay, yeah, it's going to be async in bracket of we're going to pass this in. So we're using ID and the data. That is the ID. We are updating by ID, right? In the controllers, we are updating by ID for the backend. Updating by ID. So we are going to pass the ID and the title. Sorry, the ID. This is ID. Then the title and is completed is now going to be the data. So let's work with that. Okay, so here is going to be, let's take this up, try catch, the try and catch block. We are going to const response is now going to be equals to await axios instance dot put. That's for updates. That's for your update route. I've not added the update route here. Oh my bad, I'm very sorry guys. Very sorry. So it's going to be put, it's going to be update by ID, update to do slash ID. Alright, there's going to be update to do. Alright, sorry guys. Make sure you watch the previous video if you don't understand this. Make sure you watch the backend connection. Very sorry, truly. Okay, let's get back here. So it's going to be put request, that's to update. Then okay, so you're not going to use normal quotation, you use backticks as it's called. So you're going to be slash, go to your slash, go first of all you pick your to do, right? Once you pick your to do, the next thing you slash it, then you're going to pick your update to do. Let's go to our routes, pick your update to do. Alright. Then you notice that we are passing, let me close this so you can not get confused. Close this also. You notice that we are passing ID here, right? So how you do that is, it's possible through these backticks, right? These are not normal quotations. Now those are backticks. So you will give a slash $, then open curly braces. Okay, then you pass your ID. Once you pass your ID, then outside you pass your data. Alright, so it's not going to be return response dot data. Okay, then you copy this and paste it. So here is going to be error updating to do. Then the last one we are going to do is going to be export for the delete function. Export const delete to do is equals to async. Sorry about that. Okay, so we are back to this. The async is going to take only the ID. That's for the delete function. Take the ID. Okay. Remember your try and catch block. You're supposed to get the hang of it. The first thing I'm going to do is going to be const response. Okay, const response is equals to await Axios, no, Axios instance, not that one. Axios instance, then dot delete, right? Delete. Then remember the first thing you're going to do. You know, I am the delete is also we are going to delete by ID. Remember this, deleting by ID also. So it's going to be slash to do slash go here, copy this first route and put it here. Then the next thing you want to do is slash. Remember your dollar sign in bracket or in that's curly braces first of all. That's ID. So next thing you're going to do is going to be return response dot data. Remember, just copy and paste the error function, error code or error whatever. So it's going to be, you get it, error deleting to do. You understand, right? Okay, so we are done with the create, get, update, and delete to do function. So now let's go and build the front end. Congratulations on reaching here. Okay, let's go to the front end. We'll build the front end in this place. I'm going to just show. I'm not going to write a lot of all the tailwind. I've already done the codes before. The code is going to be available on my GitHub, so you can just clone it or just clone it and just follow the functions how it's being done. You understand? So let's go with the. Oh, we also have to install something for our icons. That is Lucide. All right. My MongoDB is not connecting. It's not connected. Let's see what's the problem. So in the meantime, let's look for Lucide. Lucide React. Lucide Dev. Install it. Okay. So here is going to be controls. Okay, MongoDB is connected now. Cool. Save. Stop this. npm install Lucide React. So I'm done with this place. I'm done with this. Axios.js. So now we're in the app.js where we'll write all the code for the front end. Alright. Okay. Let's be setting this up. So we'll need two things. We are going to have a const tags. Okay, so Lucide React has been installed. So if it has been installed, you also npm run dev. Alright. Npm run dev. Okay, so const tags. Then next thing I'm going to have is tags, comma, set tags. Set tags is equals to use state. It will be in an array. Now we have const new tags. I'm going to set new tags. So now going to be use state. Alright. There's the use state function. Okay. Okay, so first and foremost we want to fetch tags from the backend. That's from this our close this. From this our Axios here. We want to fetch tags from here. Get all tags, get all to dos and all those stuff. Alright. So let's go back here. So we're going to be fetch. Let's you know what? Let's design the UI first. Let's design the UI first. Okay, so you can see the beautiful UI. Alright, so this is going to be, let me read. run the previous one, so you see how it's going to look like and how we're going to work with it. Alright, so in this summary, let's just work with that. So class name, we're going to have I'll run the previous one so you can see how it looks like, and I will follow the design. Alright, cd okay. Alright, so it's going to be like this. Then run the back end of the previous one so you see how it's supposed to look like. I'm coming, sorry for the delay. Just hold. Okay. Right. Okay, it's just going to look like this. First of all, just know that it's going to look like this. It's going to look like something like this. Then in this down place, this place here is also responsive also. So in this place here now, this place here right here, this is where all the tasks you've done will be at. Then you see a delete button here. You can check mark it to mark update and all those kind of things. Alright, so let's work with this design we have here. To do at the top, you have 0 out of 0 tasks completed, a task place where you put the task and click on add task button, all those kind of things. Okay, let's go back to our app. So let's go to the UI. Okay, so we're going to have, I'm just going to explain the code for you. I don't want to make it very long. I'm going to explain the code for you. So you can copy the code. Maybe golden. Alright. So this is mean height, the screen. Mean height is going to take mean height of the screen, and there's a gradient from blue to indigo 100%, from blue of 50 to indigo 100%. This is a padding of y 8% and padding of x 4%. So let's save this and let's see how it is. Guess it's having this blue color, no longer white, it's having this blue color. So I don't know if you could see it, but let's just keep moving. Then we want to have the header. Alright, so it's going to be let's create the header as the to do, and you have so tasks out of so tasks, right? Okay, you come down here and you say your div, and this div you're going to have an h1, which is going to have which is going to be the to-do list. Okay, and you're going to have your p tag, that is your paragraph tag, which is going to have the so task completed from so tasks. But first and foremost, let's give this here. We have const completed task. Completed task is equals to task dot filter in bracket of task, right? Let it be task dot complete dot is complete. It's completed. Alright. Dot length. Okay. There's one. Then const, we're going to have total tax. Talking about typing is very hard. Total tax is not going to be equals to tax dot length. Okay, so here we are going to have you have okay have a completed task here out of your total tax. Out of the total tax completed. Okay, so if you check back, we're going to see to-do list, you have 0 tasks out of 0 tasks because we have not yet gotten all the tasks from the backend. So this is what is going to just show. Alright, so let's go back. So let's add a little bit of beauty to that, to this code. So it's going to be class name. I'm going to say text center MB8. Right, we're going to have class name text for Excel. Have a font of bold. Then we have text gray. We have 800. We have MB2. That is bottom margin bottom is 2. So in this place for this one, we have a class name. Oh, come on, seriously, dude. Class name is going to be text. Okay, text gray, and it's going to be 600. I'm not saying anything. Well, let's save it. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's it. It's now in the center. Okay, so I've gotten that. So the next thing we want to do is to add the, let's reduce this, sorry. Next thing we want to do is to add the add text section. Okay, the add text section. Okay, in the previous one we saw that in the add text section there is the first div and there's a second div inside that has a focus ring and an add text button. Alright, so let's do that. So it's going to be first div is going to handle everything. It's going to be white, class name, then you have bg white. Alright, so you have rounded, going to be rounded, Excel, you have shadow, shadow is going to be large. I have a margin padding of 6, and we have a bottom margin of margin bottom of 6 also. Okay, so we are going to have, so once you save this, we're going to create another div, and this div is where it's going to take the div is going to take the input and is going to handle the button. So in this div you can say input. Alright, input is going to be text, placeholder is going to be add a new task. Alright, then the value is going to be new task, that is this here, this new task here. Then we are going to set an unchanged function. Unchanged is now going to be event. I'm going to set new task towards an event dot target. Events dot target dot value. I'm going to target value, so I'm going to get whatever they are typing inside of it, all that means. Alright, so I'm going to give it a star. Let's save it without the star first of all. Then let's add our button. Okay, and our button is going to take, okay, I'm going to that function, so let's leave it first. So our button is going to take go to your Lucide React, check on icons, Okay, then we are going to search for plus, that is for add. Yep, click on that one, copy JSX, come back here, add it. Then remember, come outside, put it in at the ending, then control and space at the same time. You load it from Lucide React, enter. Make sure you have Lucide React installed in the system. That is npm Lucide React. Yes, npm Lucide React. You've seen it in the video. So, and here is now going to be add tags, sp add tags. Okay, save it. Then let's check it. It's not here. Okay, alright, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's add class name to them. Let's add class name to them. So I'm going to just add class name to them. Then because the input field is going to be take a full length, has a padding of 3, it's going to have border. The border is going to be gray 300. It's going to be rounded. It's going to have focus outline none, and the focus ring and focus ring blue. Let me just show you what that means. Then if you save this, come here. Yeah, that's what it is. See it here. You click on it, that was that focus ring is talking about. After once you click outside, you see that gray color. When you click on it, you see this blue color. That's what this gray border gray and this focus ring blue, all this it means. Okay, all right, so let's go for the add button. Also the add button, we're going to get the class. Let's get the class, do the class name and explain it. All right, class name. So you save this, come here, you see it. So it has gotten this class. So let's explain it again. So it's going to take a background color of blue. There's going to be a hover. Once you hover on it, it is going to be the blue is going to increase by 100%. So that's what, if you hover on it, it's going to be increased by 100%. That's 600. All right, then the text is going to be white. Text inside here is white. You have a padding on the X side is 6, padding on the Y side is 3. Then you have rounded, as these edges are rounded out, it means rounded edges. Then you have the font medium, transition all, duration 20, flex item center, that's to centralize it. There's a gap of 2 between the plus and this tag, there's a gap of 2. Then you hover shadow. So let's add class name here so that it can be side by side. As it's down like this does not make sense. So this one here and this one on this other end here, you get. So class name flex, then you have a gap of 4. Okay, let's see. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. You understand? Okay. So let's do the next container, the ones that are going to be down here, that is going to handle the I'm going to show the tasks that were completed, the ones you have not completed, stuff like that. Okay. Okay. Now you're talking in English. All right. So let's come down here and we're going to create a task list. All right. So I'm going to give a div class name. All right. So this is the bg white. As the background of white, it's going to be rounded. Because all of them are rounded Excel. All right. And we have a shadow Excel, shadow large. This one is means extra large, this one means large. Then we have overflow hidden. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to have a div. Come on. Okay, we're going to have our div, and our div is going to have a class name of divide y. Okay, divide grade 200. Okay, I think it's best we just populate it so I can get all the tasks from the backend as we're doing this at once. Okay. Now let's just finish the build. Or should we do? Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, let's fetch all the data. Fetch tasks from backend. Okay, so it's going to be this effect, there is a const fetch data. Okay, so let's continue from where we stopped. So I'm going to fetch data. So we're going to be fetch data equals to an async function. Alright, so we're going to say try catch bug. And we say const to do equals to await gets to those. Get all to those, yeah. Close it and we set stacks. To those. Alright. And console.log failed to fetch to do. Alright. So if we still console.log here, console.log to do, right? We are meant to see this to do in the console. Let's check it. Let's inspect. So if you come here, okay, I'm not seeing anything here. Alright, it's because I've not connected the course. Let me check something. Oh, sorry, I did not call it. Sorry. Fetch data when it's supposed to mount it once. This is a real effect. Okay, let's check it again. Okay, see, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so this is the error I'm talking about. So you're saying you are not getting this. Why are we not getting it? Because it has been this location now, this our route has been blocked by course policy, no access control. So we go back to our backend. Alright, go to our index.js. Right, so we're going to say app.use course in brackets, parenthesis enter. Can come here and say const allowed origins is equals to, this is an array function, copy this, come back here, copy here, paste this, right? Move this slash at the end. So this is it. Alright, so you come here, come in this addresses and say origins. The origins we are going to use is going to be allowed origins. Alright, then we are going to say credentials. I'm going to put it true. So with this it should work. With this it should work. Okay, let's make sure our MongoDB is run. Okay, MongoDB is connected. So let us refresh this and see what we get. Okay, You see, we are getting two. We're getting the two of them. That's the first to do. I'm getting the third to do because we deleted the second to do. For an example, you get. All right. That means it's working. So let's get back to, let's close this. We fix the Axios. Close this. Let's go back to our front end. All right. Okay. So the next thing we want to do, we want to handle adding of taxes. That's going to be adding adding tax. Adding tax. Okay. So we're going to say const handle adding tax. You can name it anything you want, but just so you can remember it when you're reading your code. It's sync. All right. We're going to say if if the new tax is not true, it's a 3 minute slide. Do not take out of white spaces. If the new tax is not true, we return tax is not true, we return the, so we try and catch block. Okay, going to retry and catch block is going to be const to do is equals to await create. Okay, let's go back and save this let's close the backend, go back to our Axios, save this so I can be able to export it. So we want to create to do, so I'm importing it from Axios, right? So create to do from here. So we're going to create with the title. The title is going to have new tax. Okay. Then I'm going to set previous tax. I'm going to set tax. Get the previous tax. To do. And I'm going to send it. We're going to set the new tax to an empty array. New tax to an empty array. Alright. So just copy. Remember. So just let's write it again. So just copy it, paste it here, and error adding to add tax. Fail to add to do. Single. Okay. So we are going to create another function. Which is to handle task completion. Like it is completed, if it is completed, you do this, if it is completed, you do that, those kind of things, right? Const. Okay, let's just wait. Sorry. Okay, handle task completion. Alright, so we're going to say const handle toggle complete toggle checkbox, because we're going to use checkboxes. Toggle complete is now equals to an async equals to async, and we're going to be tax. Remember, we're going to have a try and catch block again. Hallelujah. Amen. Going to have a try and catch block. Okay. Alright, we're back. Okay, so we are doing the handle task completion. So I'm going to say on update, comes on updated, we're going to equals to await updated to do, I guess. Let's import it. Is it imported? Okay, yeah, it's imported. Updated to do completed to do, then we're going to say tax dot underscore id, right, comma, on curly braces. Then you know now, is it completed or not? What you're asking now, is it completed? Is completed. That is not completed. Okay, alright. Then I'm going to set tags. Set tags to previous tags. It's going to be previous. Previous dot map in bracket of T. Okay, here we go. Sorry, map bracket T. Okay, open another bracket T dot id. We're mapping through it. Just like a loop to bring out all of them. You understand? A loop to bring out all of them. So okay, do that first. So it's going to be dot underscore id is not strictly equals to the tax dot the underscore id. Alright, then we're going to have an optional chain. It's going to be T comma is completed update completed. That if T is completed, you update. If the tax is updated and is checked marks or you marked completed, then you update it and say it's completed. That's what you say. So here is going to be updated dot is completed, and then you're going to set it. Okay, and to set tags, I'm just going to close this. Just remember, copy and paste. All right. Okay, what's the I'm having error here. Alright, so okay, so we're going to here is going to be updating tags. Updating to do or updating tags, anyone you want to go with. So the last one I'm going to handle is handle delete. I'm going to handle delete. Handle delete function. So for handle delete, remember you're deleting with ID, nothing too special, just a simple function. So by now you're supposed to know what to do. First thing I'm going to give it a name, const handle delete. Const handle delete is now equals to async. And is equals to async. Alright, I'm going to try catch. What do we do? We await our delete. We're deleting, remember, we're deleting by ID, or don't forget that. Delete to do from Axios. We're going to be deleting by ID. I'm going to set tags to previous tags. I'm going to say previous dot filter in bracket of t dot underscore id is not equals to id. Alright, so here we just remember console.log the error, copy paste v, and here is going to be deleting to the error. Alright, so we are done with this first one. So next thing we want to do, we want to set in this add button here, we can add an on change or on click this add tags here, we can handle on click, and the on click is going to be handle add tags. Since it's add, handle add tag. That's simple. Alright, we'll test everything to show that it's working. So now let's finish this place that will show all the tags, and we can be able to delete, update, do all those stuff. Let's do this here. So here is going to be, we have tags, let's map bracket of tags, going to be equals to, not equals to, not equals to, that's an arrow function. So we're going to have a div, going to have a div, and in this div we're going to have the key, you're looking. So it's going to be more or less. So what you're going to use to identify them is their ID, the individual ID is what you're going to use to identify them, alright? So we're going to say the key is now equals to the tags dot underscore ID. We give the flex name. I'm just going to copy and give you guys the code and explain it when we're done. Alright, so we've got that one. The next thing we want is to get the div for the container. Okay, so here is going to be a checkbox. Here is going to be a checkbox. Then in the checkbox we are going to have the horizontal to it. So checkbox, the checkbox, the task to be completed or that is not completed, and the delete to be able to trash it or delete it. You get? Okay. So if let's just press it for flex it. Let's run flex it. You can do that when we're done with this. So show you guys can understand. So this is the input. Here is going to be to delete this one. Click on your receipt checkbox. Click on it. On it, and we have checked. We have checked is going to be equals to tax dot is completed. Alright. Once tax is completed, now say on change. Arrow function handle toggle complete. Yeah, I said toggle completer. Anyways, you understand it. Toggle complete. So you're going to put the tax in there. Then you're going to give it a class name. Right? Okay. Then under here we're going to have a span. This span is what we're going to do is we're going to cross. It's going to cross over. So let's see if it's showing it. Okay, so what it's showing here now. So we have, because of we have two to-dos. That's why we got the to-dos. We have two to-dos. So once you have gotten all to-dos, is these two tags we have here. So let's get back to it, or let's put it side by side. Should we put it side by side? Let's see. Okay, let's just leave it like this. Okay, so we're going to have span, and the span is going to have tags completed inside. Tags dot title. That's the title of the tags, right? That's the title, yeah. So let's see it. Okay, see, this is the first to do, this is the second to do. You understand? First to do, second to do, this kind of shape. Sorry for that language. First to do, second to do. Oh, let me just come over from here. Okay, see, it's first to do, second to do. Alright. And the next thing we are going to have is a delete button. Just going to also be inside here. So we're going to have a button. and the button name is going to be, let's just get a trash icon from Lucide React trash, copy JSS, come back, paste it, keep it here, enter. Alright, so you know how we did that. You keep it at the ending of it, control and space to give it the trash icon with the where it's coming from. Okay, so here we are going to on click on click is going to be this, then this is now going to be a arrow function handle delete, going to be tax.id, okay, not id is going to be an underscore id. Alright, because here you have already said here that target id is not equals to id. Alright, so that's it. So what next? Let's style this, let this look well. You get, so right now it looks like see, does not make sense, understand me? So let's get this done. Let's add the styling. So we added this viewing for this one. Okay, the class name now, let me copy and explain it. Okay, and do the that of the button also. Okay, Control A, right click, then format selection. Okay, arranges everything for you. Then let's save and go back to it. In the middle, let's inspect. Okay, you see it's responsive for all device screens. Responsive. Alright, okay. So let's see if we mark this, it cancels it, that is completed. So let's add something down here that will tell us, okay, you have completed one task out of 2 tasks, 3 tasks out of 4 tasks, stuff like that. Alright, let's add that. So it's going to be, let's cancel this. So let's add that. It's going to come back here. Okay, let's first of all close this one, so I know where it is. So this one is remaining tasks. I'm going to give it the title of remaining tasks. Remaining tasks. So we're going to have here div, and we're going to have a p tag. This p tag is going to be you have. Remember that our total tax. It will be total tax minus completed tax remaining. If I spelled it well, but whatever. Okay, you have 2 tasks remaining. So this one it says you have 0 out of 2 tasks completed. So if you check mark 1, see you have 1 task completed. Well, you have 1 out of 2 tasks completed. You have 1 task remaining. You get? Okay, so let's align this to center and make it fine. So give it a class name. Give the class name of 26, and you have the text, the center, empty, that is margin top 6. Then you align the text to center and you give it a color of gray. Gray 600. Then you just make this one a little bit large. Class name xlg. Save it. Go back. Alright. So let's add new tags and see how it works. Let's say check. Let's check let's do gym by 9 p.m. Let's add tags. Alright, gym by 9 p.m. is down here. That is good. That is beautiful. So let's add another one. Um, it's it's by it's by 12 a.m. It's by 12 a.m. is here. So you can check this is two tasks remaining. If we uncheck this, you see we have four tasks remaining. We have 0 out of 4 tasks completed. We check this, check this, check this. You have one task remaining. Let's check if the delete works. Delete works. Delete works. So you have out of 2 tasks remaining. All right, so I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for coming to the end of the tutorial. And if you like the video, please do it to like and subscribe. If there's anything you think I can do that can make my videos better, I will really appreciate if you could point it out in the comment section. Please do well to like and subscribe. Comment also. It's going to really help me a lot. And I target to reach 1,000 subscribers in 1 month. Let's go all the way YouTube. All right. Thank you very much once again. I really appreciate it once again. It's responsive also, so you can check the responsiveness yourself. You can do it and impress your friends once if you are still starting out. Right? Do it and impress your friends. It's very responsive. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning into my channel. God bless you. Do it to like and subscribe. Peace.